Hello friends, my name is Jose Luis. This time I am going to set up a coffee table. I made it out of cedar, but it can be made out of other wood, pine, eucalyptus, whatever wood you prefer, no problem, no problem. I hope you like the table and let's get to work. The materials that we will need are the following. A board, 76 centimeters long by 50 centimeters wide by 2.3 centimeters thick. For the support below the table, 2 boards or strips 62 centimeters long by 12 centimeters wide by 2.3 centimeters thick. With these measurements, it would be 2 pieces. And 2 little boards of 37.5 centimeters by 12 centimeters wide by 2.3 centimeters thick. These would be for the table frame, the bottom part. And 4 boards or strips that would be for the legs, which are 40 centimeters long by 12 centimeters wide by 2.3 centimeters thick. We need 4 pieces. 6 cubes of 12 centimeters long by 1.8 centimeters by 1.8 centimeters would become squares. You need 6 of these measures. That would be all in wood. ASTO screws. We need approximately 10 screws 4 millimeters thick by 38 millimeters long. Also we need 10 screws that are 52 millimeters long by 4 millimeters thick and approximately 20 screws that are 32 millimeters long by 4 millimeters thick. That would be all the materials. Let's start scoring. We started with what would be the top of the table. The only thing we will do is a molding with a flancher around. That I will now show you in the toupee how we will do it. It can be done with the manual toupee or with the toupee of table. Then we have the ribbons that would be part of the box above. We leave the 2 shorter ones here and we begin to mark, seeing which is the most beautiful part. We look for the center of the 62 centimeters, which would be 31. And here we mark 5.3 centimeters, 5.3 centimeters, and here also 5.3 centimeters, 5.3 centimeters, and another mark at 31,10, which would be approximately in the middle. Well, now we look for a circle with a diameter of 30 centimeters and first in this one, which would be the center, we look for the center of the circle, we place it there, we measure that it is the same. We make the mark, and here too, then we flip the circle and look for the 5.3 centimeters of the little dot that we previously marked with the line that separates here. It would look like this with the lines where we will make the cuts. Let's start with the legs of the table. Also, we are looking for the prettiest side. We can accommodate them with the betas up. So, I will mark one first and then the rest. We make a mark. This would be a piece of the bottom part. We make the mark with a point on the top at 4 centimeters and 8 centimeters here. What would be 8 centimeters and 4 centimeters? I don't know if you appreciate it good here. And on this other side we mark 12.3 centimeters. And on this other side we make a mark with a dot at 8 centimeters. So they would be 8 centimeters and 12.3 centimeters. And in this part we mark at 4 centimeters and 3 centimeters. I hope you can appreciate it well. First we are going to mark with the square on the top, a right angle. We make a mark with a dot where the vertex is cut here and here below at 8 centimeters. Then we turn and we are going to mark the 4 centimeter point with the profile of the semicircle. And here at 2.33 centimeters we also mark and join them with this other line. Always where they are cut or joined. We already have one of the legs of the table drawn. Now we bring the others and do the same job. Good friends, we already have marked the 4 legs in the side. We will go to the cut and then we will sand them with the roller, and in this part here we are going to have to sand by hand. First a little with the roller, you will see, and then by hand. And we will also do the one around the lid of the side table, a half round molding with flange. Good friends, as I told you, this part here where the sandpaper does not arrive, I am going to have to sand it by hand, very slowly. I will leave it finished by hand. Now we are going to make the molding up here. I want to do it with this cutter. It is 1/4 of a cane, so it would be 1/4 of a cane of 30 millimeters. We are going to do it 2 or 3 times. This way the molding comes out better, and we are also going to do it with tabs. Now I am going to show you. We place the strawberry and start with the molding. Well friends, I wanted to show you how the half-round molding looks. With a tab, what you see here is the little tab that we would have left that highlights it. I'm going to sand it by hand all around, because there it looks prettier, and then I'm going to sand the lid with sandpaper by hand or with the orbital or belt sander, and we'll start with the assembly. As you can see, we already have everything sanded. One piece of advice I give you is to take the edge off everything a little bit, even the legs too, this section here. I'm going to sand them with a medium sponge sandpaper, or it can also be with a common sandpaper, nothing more, number 100 approximately, to remove the edges. Well, let's start putting together, friends. Let's grab the 2 sides and these 2 smooth boards, and we look for the most beautiful part. We are going to screw from this side. We are going to glue with vinyl glue. We make a small hole, and we are going to place the 52mm long screws. We always place one side first and then the other. Well friends, now we are going to measure it crosswise to see if they are square. Perfect. Well friends, now I just sanded a little bit on the sides, the vertices, and I removed the edges, and that's it. We are going to place the legs. The legs have to be glued just in the cut that you can see. Here is one, and here the other one. I am going to join them with vinyl glue, and I am going to fix them with a small press, and of course, taking into account the square, we will screw from the inside. We will do that. Well friends, the table is taking this shape, the structure below is ready. Now to secure the lid, we are going to place the supports from the inside by screwing. I show you, we place them at each end and also in the middle, but we are going to place it more or less 2 millimeters below the edge, so that the screw stretches the cover downwards. In these pieces, it is not necessary to apply vinyl glue. Good friends, the little table is ready. The top would need to be screwed on. I'm going to lift it up and clean the bottom well, because I am going to put the lid down and the place has to be completely clean, otherwise we will find some surprise on the lid. We center it well and I'm going to screw it. Well friends, the coffee table is ready. I finished it with paste wax. I hope you liked the video, and any questions you have, comment and I'll be answering. See you next video.